Hello everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster, and this is the Pirate Cove. Hurrah. And this is the third one in the Pirate campaign. So you can see here at Easy's, we got monthly profit of 1,000, 600 guests. Build a coaster. Reach a monthly profit of 2,000, pay off all loans, and reach a monthly profit of 4,000. Now, for those of you who are not aware, there is a half-finished coaster over here, so that's what we're going to go for. So we'll probably end up bringing it sort of round here, around the side, and then back around. So I have played some of this, and look, we've even got a Stargate here as well. Been watching too much SG1, that's for sure. So, let's get an idea of what we've got around here, and decide on what rides we're going to go for. Now, what I would like to do is get rid of some of this. Now, my reasons for doing so is just to free up this area. Get rid of that, all of that lot. And that lot, and that. Right, okay, so this is going to be, so obviously, because then we've got a flow of traffic coming into here. Now, pathing. Let us take that off a bit there. And let's see. Let's stretch it along a little bit and make it a wider path. There we go. So what I'm going to do is just run the path up to here. So that gives us options for stuff in that direction. And we'll also then run a path in that direction as well. So that gives us plenty of options with respect to rides. And doesn't spend too much money as well, which is always a good thing. Now, I think we should put this fella in here, because he's lovely, isn't he? Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? The old Pirate Cove ship, I suppose you could say. So what we're going to do is we're going to put him about there. Now, obviously, we're going to get rid of all that later on. So let's place the entrance there. And we can place the exit sort of straight off the steps. So as soon as they step off, they make their way down to that area there. And what we're going to want to do is connect the entrance to the path. Like so. Whoops. Put it round like that. And plonk. There we go. So, let's give that a quick... we don't need to test it, let's just open it. Now, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put some shops and facilities directly opposite. Now, we're going to go for custom. We're not going to worry about building other things. So, we've got milkshake and we've got chief beef. So, I think what we'll do is we'll stick a milkshake in here, like so. And we'll also stick a Chiefy Beefy in as well. Chief Beef. And we'll also stick a toilet in here as well. So there we go. That's a nice combo. And then what we'll do for the scenery is we'll go to this and we'll create some bins here. Like that. Some bins along the edge. So, at least people have got lots of places to stick their rubbish. So you can see they're going to come around here. We'll stick some more bins in there, you see? Look at them. Taking a nice little shortcut through there. And on to the first ride. Money's relatively okay. So, let's see. We've also got this area here, which we could use to build the coaster. But to be honest, we kind of want to spend our money on building this coaster. Now, it's going to be going in that direction. So if we come onto here and do edit track, there we go. Now, if we stretch the track out and then make it go up one, like 2 there, make it go up a third, but then we're going to stretch it back down to a slower number or a smaller number, and then just have it just tip over the edge like that, you see. And then, there we go. And so that will be the start of the drop. So, now for those of you who are not aware, you see this camera here. You can press T and it'll go into a much smaller camera, but it's a free roam camera and you can go anywhere. So you can go anywhere, look at anything, you name it, as opposed to this camera here. So anyway, let's get back to this. Now, it's possible we may need to kill some of these trees. Sorry, trees. Let's look at a roll. So that's a roll left. No, that's not good. I don't want that. I want a kind of a... Oh, good God. No, that's definitely not what we want. What we want to do is we want to come down here somehow. And none of these are doing what we want them to do. Although that's... No, that's still not good, is it? It's still not good. What we'll do is we'll put it down like that. Stretch it out a bit. Like that. There we go, and it should pick that up at the bottom. There we go. So now, hopefully, we've got a nice swish down. And then this is where we can... Do you see, the sidewinder left is quite nice. I quite like that, actually. But the trouble is it hits that edge there. Let's see. No, not that one, not that one. Oh, I don't know. That one's not too bad, actually. But then we would need to do a loop up, maybe. Let's have a look. That's low. Oh, that's quite nice, but it goes straight into that area. And that goes out of the edge. Oh, our options are limited. See, I like that as a loop-de-loop. I really do. But we really need to make it like that, to be honest. So that's going to be too tight a turn. That's the problem with that one. Unless we bring it over here and bring it round here, which could make it a little bit more interesting, so to speak. I mean, if we were to make it like that, then they could go over there. But I'm not sure. See? These are really, really nice ride designs. I like these. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? But then it goes over the edge, and so we can't actually do that. So it goes... Zip. Now, it could be that we can stretch it down, but then that's an almighty great turn. What we need is kind of a curve up. Sort of like that, but much, much bigger. There we go. So that's a nice little sort of curve over. And then... Can we do a nice... No, we're not going to do that. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so let's go back to that. Which one was it? Was it that one? No, because it goes off the edge. Okay. Let's plonk that down. And then let's do a in to the right. No. Whoops, no, didn't want that. Want that. See, that's not too bad. But we don't have the money to do it, you see. That's the only drawback. So, I mean, that could mean... I don't know, I like the sort of progression of that. Because then we can sort of bring it round here. Sort of maybe even go through there, that would be quite nice. And then bring it round and complete it over here. So it goes up nice and fast, round, loop, loop, loop. Maybe some kind of double loopage, or I don't know, pretzel loop right, or whatever they call it. But for the time being, that's all we can do on our look at that, isn't it beautiful? Let's get some more rides in. So let's see, let's put in a 1200, and we don't have enough for it already. Excellent. We've only got $1,200. So what we'll do is we'll go into our finances, and we can't add a new loan, damn it. But what we can do is, I think, put this down to 250, so it gives us a little bit more money to play with. It means the period of the loan will be longer, but you know, what the hell. Now, these guys here are not liking the scenery, so we need to improve it with some nature. So I think put in the old wonderful red bush. Oh god, insufficient funds to run a red bush even? Really? Okay. There we go, $1. If I didn't have $1, that would be somewhat embarrassing, but hey ho. Let's put some down here. Now you can see they've put in restrictions now for where you can place stuff. So it's obstructed in the latest patch, and let's be fair, that's pissed off a lot of people. And understandably, because you can't put the foliage where you want to put it. And so it becomes a little bit of a frustrating experience. So, put a red bush there. No, can't put him there. Put him there. No, obstructed. So, hopefully, 8%. Yeah, well done. Now, we could put a animatronic thing. Oh, by order of the Queen. Oh, crikey. Look at that. This is new stuff I haven't seen before. Watery grave. Look at that. Nice fountain. Oh. Pew pew. So, and of course our famous Kraken attack. And the fine Planet Coaster Doodah. Animatronic harbour. Now we could put that right here, which basically will put it completely out of context. But I don't think we'll do that because we don't have the money to do it. What we might do though is we might put some piratey goodness there. And that'll probably completely up that. It's not too bad. So let's go back to our scenery and have a look at the custom nature and add some more bushes. Really? Oh dear. Still, at least people are buying things. We're not making a lot of money on those drinks, sadly. Don't really want to start charging them for the go to the toilet. That would be the end, the beginning of the end, really, as far as I'm concerned. I suppose if they're busting for a pee, it would be the end of the beginning, but it's difficult to say. Okay. Let's go into our lights. And just put a nice lantern chain here. Except we can't because we've got no money. Oops, no. Don't want to raise it. We want to stretch it around like that. And bosh, down it goes. So at least they've got a bit of light. to work with. Now, what we're going to have to do is save up for like one of these things here and stick it just in this corner, very close to where the kids are. They'll come in, they'll want to get on that very quickly, because at the moment all we've got is one ride and a bit of a coaster. You see, all these workers working hard, barrels being dropped. I mean, one thing that is kind of amusing actually is you can actually do a test on here, and then it will then eject them off the back here. So they're currently running the test right now. We can make sure that they reach the top of the roller coaster. We can speed that up to 14 miles an hour if that's what we want to do, which is distinctly possible. It is not outside the realms of possibility. So just to make sure that it actually goes over the top here. Make sure my design is not complete pants. There we go. It's up over the top. Continues to winch, 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 winch. And down the other side. Oh, fear and nausea is a bit high. And then... hello. Well, okay, let's stop that test. I think we got the general gist of that one. So, let's just go back to our normal camera and get back over to here. So this is going to be our predominant focus as far as we're concerned. Now, let's have a look at our park management. We don't have any research going. How many engineers do we have? We have one engineer right now. Okay, that's fine. Because we don't really have a huge amount else to use as far as engineers are concerned, because there's only one bloody ride at the moment. Now, one thing that is quite nice is that if you don't want people to walk into a certain area, what you can do is you can go to art shapes and stuff like that, but you can also go to... where's it gone? Let's go to all, and let's just type in wall. That tells us nothing. Well done. Now, let's see. Let's get rid of that. There you go. So you've got all these bits and pieces here. So we could basically build a barrier there. Ideally, I would rather not. If I can avoid it. Oh, look, a nice galleon. Let's put the galleon right there. That won't look out of place at all, will it? Or maybe we can put it as an capsized galleon. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? See? Look. Like that. And there we go. The galleon has capsized. Laid down like so. Anyway. Interesting. That could be a potential that we could use for placing the doodah. Now, oh, what's this? Fruity cargo. Oh, let's have some fruity cargo, shall we? Who doesn't like fruity cargo? There we go. There you go. Have your fruity cargo. And let's see. Notifications, profit summary, low, low, low. Victories, great value. Long queue time, great value. And in keeping with the Northern Line premise, if it's popular, then it must be more expensive. Or if they think it's good value, we've got to put the price up. Because we don't do good value in this park, damn it. None of this good value crap. I want to gouge you for every inch of those pockets. Need all your money to pay for, you know, beers and hookers and all the usual stuff. But, you know, we'll skip over these details. Now, through the Stargates. I love this. Past the bins, the pirate ship. That's a good idea, actually. The Victory 1. What should we call it? What shall we call it? HMS Wibble. We have named our ship And our ride, the HMS Wibble. Fine, fine, proud ship. Hello. Good planking. Anyway. So what we're going to do is see how these guys are getting on. See, look, he's losing money. He's losing money. He's losing money. It's really frustrating, really. And, yeah, I mean, we got some money in there. I do like some of these. These are beautiful. Small pirate scenes. Sci-fi fountain. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Random boatage. Oh, my heavens. Look at that. What a piece of artwork. Anyway. So, that's what we've got at the moment. Not really a huge amount. But we are trying to sort of save up our money. We've reduced the amount of the loan. And we're hoping that these bastards make some money. So they're thirst and toilet. So what you're talking about, you're getting food, you're getting a drink. How can somebody be that perky and cheerful? Must be something wrong. Just can't imagine it myself. Oh, I'd find it tiring being that perky and cheerful. So, let's see from the shops and facilities. We've got the ATM. We might have to put the ATM down. Yeah, I think we'll put the ATM down, actually. Because then that'll encourage them to spend more money. So put the ATM about there. There we go. So that will encourage them to purchase more money and go on another ride to add to the one ride that we have right now. Yeah, this has been a bit of a disaster. Oh, the venom. I do love the venom. That old chestnut, that's the one where you go on the... you hang off the top of the rail. And that's 10 grand. That's a lot of money. So, at the moment, you can see there we got negative 1,000. I don't think negative profit is what they had in mind, but, you know. Details. Details. So, right now, we're at 471, and it is rising. So, the profit value is definitely improving. And these guys are still losing money hand over fist, which is slightly annoying as far as we're concerned. Let's have a look at the Q state on here. See, 37%. That's not good. There we go. So we made 824 profits last month. So that's at least now we are moving towards profitage. And so look, we can put teacups in. See, I think teacups might be the best option because it's only 900. It's not particularly exciting, but it is a family ride, so it could be quite good to sit there. And then what's happening is that they're coming in here and then they're going down there and, you know, spreading out over here maybe. So look at the Earth. See, the Earth's relatively flat that way, so I mean we could link up those two pathways, or we could actually link up a pathway like that. That'll probably be a better option, I think. But the point is we'll be able to put in another ride. So the sooner we get another ride in, the sooner we can start generating a little bit more money and all that kind of funky good stuff that comes along with that. And because it is a family ride and it's a big one, we should be able to at least generate a reasonable amount of money. That's where it's going to go, about there. And you can see the exits to the ride I've got sort of facing the pathway, so that you've got easy access in and out. And we just need to wait for the 900 quid and see if it gets it there. Should we go for a ride on the pirate ship? Little fella's happy. Oh, you're not going to throw up, are you? Oh dear, don't tell me you're going to be seasick. Horrible little sods. Look at that. Gotta feel sorry for the poor sod who's trying to stand up on there, on that gantry, trying to do his work while this thing's swinging back and forth. But, you know. Never mind. Let's have a look. A little bit of nausea. So we are going to need a first aid station here, I reckon. But they've got plenty of bins around here. Let's put in another bin, shall we? Just to give those poor little fellas something to throw up in. There we go. And then we're just waiting for the remaining $900. Look at this, making their way out. No vomit, I hope. There we go, it was quite quick. Would be better with more scenery. Yeah, we're working on that. The HMS Wibble will triumph. Look at that, lovely artwork at the rear. What an amazing day. Well, thanks, Buck. Buck Cordero. Good God, what a name. Oh, he looks like a happy fella. That's Corey. There's little Corey, probably his sister there. A real serious amounts of hair on little Corey. There's litter on the path. What? Litter on the path where? Let's find the litter. Right. Now, one thing does happen is people do get tired. So we need to put some benches down for the time being, I think. Bench there. And benches tend to be quite popular in this game. They tend to use them quite quickly. See what I mean? There we go. A few benches gone down. And one thing you can do is, so that they don't get in the way of the path, you can actually build them like a little sort of cubby hole, sort of like a path. Almost like that, just off the edge. Not like that, it's ruined that completely. But sort of off the edge here. And just one level up, or one length along. And then you can make that as a little cubby hole for them to have somewhere to sit and relax and chill. There we go, you can see all the stuff being put into the bins, which is what we need. There's our fella there. Oh, there's the boys and girls. Hello, boys and girls. And let's fly over and see what's going on. Which path is dirty? I wonder if it's this one. No, I don't think so, because I'm not seeing any litter at all. Could it be here? No, it's not here. Are they still... No, they're actually now starting to make profit. And we should be getting closer to the £900 that we need to put in the next ride. And it's always the way in these kind of things where you're struggling for money right from the start, really. And Cosmic Cow does look busy. What? Where's all the litter? I've been looking around all the pathways and I'm not seeing any of the litter. Now don't tell me they're not all walking over here. Now could they all be walking up here somewhere? See, there are some people here. And there is some litter. So what we'll do is we'll just put some bins in here. Give them something to throw their rubbish into. Can't put it behind that wall. That would be idiotic placement. Put it in there. Put it there. That's all we get, just one chord, is it, musician? Thank you for that. Oh, there we go. Now, we could build a little sort of sitting cubby hole here. But we'll wait and see. We could build a path there. This is what I mean. Just do that once and then get rid of it. And then if we change the format like that, and then in the scenery, we put a bench, and a bench, and a bench, and then bins. And it's a little sitting cubby hole off the main path. So we can keep the bins away from the main pathway and give them somewhere to sit. You know, maybe put something, there you go, see? So they're obviously feeling tired. Energy levels are a bit low. And while we're at it, let us recruit a janitor for this area here. Where are you off to? Hello, Stuart. Little stew pot, looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo there. But we'll have to see. There's our other guy. To be honest, what I think we need to do is we need to do some rosters. And let's have a look. So we'll call this just that lot and call it Pirate Ship and Shops. Save work roster, and then we'll go to our janitors, we'll find this guy and we'll set him up with Pirate Ship and Shops, and we'll also find our mechanic and set him up as Pirate Ship and Shops as well. So that means then that at least this guy will stay around here, keep the bins empty. Our fellow will keep our only ride going, hopefully. There we go. The queue looks fast. The queue was quite quick. Still 41% on the nature, but we can work on some of that. With all-important bushwork. It's all about the bushwork, boys and girls. It's all about the wrangling your bushes. Get them in the right position. There we go. So hopefully that's a bit better. 47%, we're getting there. One thing I do tend to find is animatronics really work a wonder on the queue. So we'll have to wait and see. Either way, we're not doing too bad. Let's have a look. There's a lot of litter. Yes, I know there's a lot of litter. We've dealt with both of those. Okay. So our cash point machine. Doing alright. Chief beef. Doing alright. And the toilets. So. We're not doing too bad, and we're just waiting for the remaining. Because, I mean, they've come a long way to walk around all this lovely made path in order to go on one ride. But, you know, what can I say? This isn't made yet. And we don't have the money for it yet. And you can see there, we got 49 months. So a little over 4 years before we can actually... Can we add a new loan? No, we can't add a new loan to it, which is slightly annoying. So, we'll just have to sort of grin and bear it to a certain degree. So let's just speed things up a bit. And keep an eye on the finances. There we go. So you can see that's definitely improving with the finances. Toilet block continues to lose money, as you would expect. Look at that. Money pouring in. All good stuff. And then obviously once we get to the 900 for the teacups, our friend the teacups will be plonked in here. Like so. And that will also add to the scenery over here as well. So, we're just watching our friends here. There we go. They're in, they're out. And away they go. So, you can see there the queue. At least it carries quite a few people. So, the general level of the queue is good. Now, what we will do here is we'll just say... We'll have a 3/4 load as the minimum. We don't want it as a half load. We want it as full as possible. So that way it will keep the queue moving quite consistently. With the sheer weight of numbers of people. See, look at that. Straight in. And away it goes. Now, how are we looking at money-wise for our fellow here? £6. It's going up to $10. Sorry, boys. So these people, they got hunger. Now we got to watch out because obviously putting it up to $10 may have thrown people off the idea of going on here, and it looks like that's what's. Oh no! Tell a lie. Some families are starting to go in. Let's put it down back to, let's put it to 750. There we go. So not as high, but at least it's relatively okay. You can see the money is literally changing quite quickly. See. No, we got to put it back to 6. So when it was at 6, its queue was filling up. So I mean, no rotten. See? Let's put it to 7. See what we get. See, at 7, it's still pretty good. We're only making $1 extra, but it should be interesting to see. Now, these guys here, Cosmic Cow milkshakes, not open, so we don't expect them to make any money. Oh look, there's nice toilets there, ATM nearby, that's all good. Let's try opening these guys. And we'll also put down some bins. Like so. Maybe they'll make some money. We'll see. Look at that. I love all the... Actually see all the engineering of it working as well. It's kind of cool. So simplistic, but still quite effective. So, go figure. Right. Let's see. Finances, marketing, nope. Happiness, staff. We have no entertainers. The vendors don't seem very happy. Right, it's one of these ones. So they're still not making a huge amount of profit, but at least they're progressing in some way. There's also these ones over here. The problem is these guys we need to close because they're not taking anyone. They're moving people away from the main area where we want them to be. And it's just taking money. We want them to be moving down here and up here. That's really where we want them to be going. So they will just focus their attention on this single ride. And so as a result of that, so they won't go wandering around those areas. I mean, it could be a case of, in the case of scenery here, could put some nature or a big ass rock in the way just to block it off so they can't go down that way. There we go, big ass rock. Big ass rock. Big ass rock. And then another big ass rock there. So essentially they'll just be all funneled into this area here. And we'll put another big ass rock there. So they're all being funneled to the new ride. And then hopefully soon, when we get to the 900, we'll be able to put the new ride in here, move our big ass rock up, and go from there. Because there's no point in them all coming all this way, all over here, when there's nothing really there for them. This isn't built yet, so there's no point. There's still a few people here and there, but they're all going to wander the balls down there, all the way around here, and then run into nothing at all. So, let's have a look what's going on here. Profits better. Profits still not too shabby. It's not ideal. I mean, we could really do with some other bits and pieces, but we don't have the money for it. That's the pure and simple fact. But we're getting people in, more to the point. We're getting people in on the ride, and we're keeping the people at least relatively happy. Let's just have a look at the general overview in the park. See, wish there was more rides, of course. 47%. Most popular attraction is HMS Wibble. That's kind of expected because HMS Wibble is the only attraction. So let's go and find our teacups. There we go, $900. Teacups are imminent, boys and girls. Teacuppage will occur very soon. So, come on, waiting to build up the magic number. We obviously want to go a little bit over 900 because then we've got some money to spend. Keeps tantalising this. Tantalising. There we go. There's the magic number. So let's move it around. Like that. Kibosh. There it is. And so we shall have the exit, or the entrance over here, by that bit there. And then we'll have the exit here. And what we'll do is we'll take Mr. Rock, and we'll move Mr. Rock up to there. So that's the old Rock of Ages there. And so, we'll move back to here, and we'll take a pathway like that. We'll put it in there as well. And then we shall connect an entrance to the path. Bring it round here. So they can essentially queue past what they're going to be enjoying. And then we are open. Look at that. Charging over. How much is for the teacups? $4.50. It's going to be $5. So let's get them on the teacups. There we go. And more importantly, let us get some bins in the right location. They're going around on the teacups. They're happy. Some of these people, there's a huge queue for the teacups. And let's have a look for shops and facilities. Let's put a hot dog squad down here, shall we? But we'll put the hot dog squad opposite the exit. Because that makes more sense that they then go somewhere to go and have a munch on stuff. And then we'll put some bins nearby. What we'll do is we'll actually take this one here, remove that bin, and put in one of these little cubby holes. And then we'll, in our scenery, we'll go 1, 2, 3. And you go bin, 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 bin. See, that's the only thing that annoys me is when they go and walk in that side. But never mind, these are details that we can gloss over. But more to the point, look at the money starting to pour in for this. Excellent, excellent news. And I think that's where we're going to end this week's episode. I hope you've enjoyed Planet Coaster. Look at that beautiful sunset. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.